The Big Trav and Q Show.
What they waiting for?
Just another damn podcast.
Yo. What up, y'all? Big Trav and Q Show. Day 5. 5 days into the podcast. Wow. Can't believe we got 5 days in. There go my co-host calling. Hello, the Big Trav and Q Show.
Oh, so you're gonna be the calm one, and you don't want me to be loud?
No. You're still Stephen A.
Are you testing everything out before we go?
Oh yeah. Testing everything out before we go. Matter of fact, I want to apologize to everyone yesterday. We endured our first hiccup as a podcast. It's just it's part of the bumps and bruises that go along when you first starting out. You gotta learn some lessons, and we learned the hardest lesson, that the audio wasn't right. So you guys really missed out on a awesome interview with Sunshine the Diva. But hopefully we can get her back on the show and do it all over again. And you guys couldn't hear my co-host, and it was all bad. It was all bad, man. I've been down. I've been down about it, ever since I realized it.
Why?
I don't know. I'm just a perfectionist. I'm a perfectionist, man. I'm
gonna need you to have to raise it up, brother. We did it. We've been doing it great.
Right.
We got people that are supporting us, and we're human.
Yeah,
Let's get back at it, man. Let's get back at it.
That's right.
I was yesterday, here today.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Hey, do we got it? Don't they got a song called, from New Edition, Can You Stand the Rain?
That's right. And
that's right. So here we go, man. We back at it. The big Trav and Q Show, full effect, man. Back at it again. Thursday.
That's right. Now, I pulled my bootstraps up, man. Like I said, I slept a little later than I normally do, and had a pretty good breakfast, and prayed about it, and we back, man.
You got your Kirk Franklin on?
Well, I didn't put my Kirk Franklin on, but but we back, and I got my wife upstairs. Actually, when we was doing it yesterday, my wife came down and was like, I can't hear you. I can't hear Sunday. And Tony had hit me, and so I just didn't. That's another lesson to learn. When people trying to hit you during the show, it ain't a bad idea to see what they want. Because you said that everybody was hitting you too, right? Everybody was blowing you up too, right? Was it about the sound?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we learned our lesson, and actually I upgraded our audio equipment. So we learned a lot. We learned a lot. So moving on, man. I got so much stuff for today's show. I mean, me and you was going. We were going back and forth. We was emailing, texting each other content, and man. I don't know where to start. Well, let me start by here. Okay, you guys missed Sunshine the Diva. Let me say this: you guys missed the actual interview, but she talked about she has some hair care products that she wanted to get out. She's still taking appointments. She has a website set up for the Divas and Diamonds. She has a clothing line, Divas and Diamonds, her and Tony Tuggle. And the website, all the contact information, all the social media information for her is on her picture on our Instagram, Twitter, and on our Facebook page, and on my page. So if you're interested in any, like I said, we've been knowing her for a long time, and the Divas and Diamond clothing line is the bomb. You can just go to any of our social media outlets, and you can have her information is on there. You can check out her clothing line. her hair care products. You can check out all of that on her website. So please do that because it was a really awesome interview. What did you think about our interview with Sunshine and Diva yesterday?
I thought it was fabulous, man. First of all, I learned so much. You know how it is when you be around people and you be like, man, I still didn't know that. Right. I didn't know that about that person.
Right.
And that's what I found myself learning so much. Because, you know, most times people see the start or the continuation, but they don't understand the origin of how things have, you know, basically kicked off for that person. What made that person decide I'm going to pick up a hair pen and a pad or whatever, whether you're going into the studio, whether Big Trav when he's DJing or me wanting to be a promoter. You never know what inspired that particular person to do whatever they did. And I learned so much about her. And hopefully we can get it back on and so our viewers can hear her as well.
Exactly. Just some highlights from the interview. She talked about in the beginning, she said she saw her aunt doing hair, and that was what inspired her to start doing hair. And then she went to Macomber, the best high school in the world, class of '90. Whoop whoop. Anyway, she started out at Macomber. Macomber had an awesome salon hair program, and she said she started out at Macomber. Macomber closed down in '91. She went over to Scott, and she wrapped up her high school career at Scott, and then she went on to barber school, and then the rest was history. She's one of the biggest hair salon or hairstylists in the country. She's back and forth between Toledo and Atlanta. She has done hair and styled and done clothing styles for Sarah Stokes from the Bad Boy Camp, and
making a band.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
making a band.
Well, you know, Diddy's bringing it back. Did you know about that?
No, I didn't. You know what? That might be. You know what? What you think? You think he was ahead of his time with that? I mean, that was like the first reality TV, wasn't it? Man, Diddy was ahead of everybody on that, man. If you guys don't remember,
well, Real World, but I know what you see. You're talking about far as like musically.
Yeah,
is that what you're trying to say?
Let's give him credit. I'll tell you what. Let's give him credit for the first black reality show. Let's give him credit for that.
Well, I don't know. Cops might have something to say about that.
Oh, okay. And then she talked about the clothing line. She said that she got her clothing line started. She said she mentioned to Tony that she was interested in having a line of T-shirts, and they went out to Las Vegas to one of the clothing or hair shows out there, and then they got back and they made it happen. They found out what it took to put it together, and oh man, and now Divas and Diamond is booming right now. So
I know it's crazy, isn't it?
Just some highlights from Sunshine and Divas interview yesterday, and we do apologize for her for not getting that audio right, but hopefully we can have her back on her future endeavors and we can get that going. One more thing we talked about that you guys didn't hear was we debated the Sean Garrett and the Dream songwriter battle, which Dream clobbered him. and Dream just had the better catalog, and both of them had some hits, some highlights, some monster songs that each of them done was. Sean Garrett wrote Usher's Yeah, and Sean Garrett wrote The Dream wrote Single Ladies for Beyonce. So those were their two biggest songs that they got writing credits on, and both of them are just uber talented, and but in the end it was no mistake.
$48 million difference in their keys when it comes to their how much the growth the network is.
Right.
That was really wow.
Yeah, that really was. And I believe The Dream had 3 Grammys, and then Sean Garrett didn't have any. I'm surprised. Usher's, yeah, didn't get a Grammy, and he also done. Sean Garrett also done "Diva" by Beyonce, and I would have thought that would have been a Grammy too, but I guess not. I guess not. So, see, I got people chiming in already. Let me see what's going on. See, I'm gonna learn to check this. I'm gonna learn to check.
And don't forget to tell our viewers how much you were inspired by the movie The Last Dragon.
Oh yeah, we did. We did. We talked about the movie The Last Dragon. Matter of fact, that was the first thing we talked about. Q was talking about the movie The Last Dragon. I had never seen it before, believe it or not. It came out in, matter of fact, I looked it up. It came out in March 22nd, 1985. So it just had a birthday not too long ago. And I rented the movie via Prime Video, and I actually enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed the movie, and it was like it was a black karate comedy is what it was. And a matter of fact, you know what I want to do for you guys, since you guys missed it yesterday, I played some sound bites from the movie that I really enjoyed. And you know what? I'm gonna play those sound bites from the movie just because you guys missed it yesterday. I think I still got them on here. I'm gonna play the sound bites from the movie, and we can revisit it again. Me and Q will revisit the hilarious the.
85 was a great year, man. When it came
85,
a lot of movies, Back to the Future. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
I was in 8th grade.
Was you a fan? Was you a fan of that, of Back to the Future back then?
No, I wasn't a fan of Back to the Future. I seen it. I seen the movie, but I was playing sports real heavy at the time. I was at DeVoe Middle School, and shout out to the Vikings. They still up and running. I was in the sports at the time. That was 84, 85. I was 7th, 8th grade. I played football, I played track, and that's when people was just starting to pay attention to me, man. And people was making me, oh man, you could get a scholarship. They was making me aware that I was talented enough to get a scholarship, and that stuff was becoming important to me. So I wasn't hanging out and catching the movies, but I was still breakdancing in 80, 84, 85. I was still breakdancing. Matter of fact,
you got any old highlight films of you when you were breakdancing back then?
No, I don't. No, I don't. But I remember I could windmill. That was when you was in a breakdance or a pop lock group, everybody had a specialty, and my specialty was the windmills, and that was Anthony Crawford Pumpkin, Mark Fuller, and Joe Terry. We was called the Fresh Boys, man. It was hilarious. And we jumped in about 3 talent shows. I remember Nathan Hale School, they closed down now, but Nathan Hale School, they used to have a talent show every year. And, I think me and Tony Tuggle reference. Remember we was talking about the talent shows that Tony Tuggle was in with his group?
Right.
They were the same talent shows. Nathan Hale and Scott and Start and DeVilbus, they had like talent shows, and we one of the biggest moments of I had been watching them as a young man for so long. My 8th grade year, my group, the Fresh Boys, we jumped in it and we actually won it in 85. We won the talent show, and I remember we took I think we won like $150. And it used to be a McDonald's over on Auburn and Monroe Street, and we went up there and we grabbed some McDonald's.
Look at it, y'all. He's going back down memory lane.
right quick. Anyway, back to the Last Dragon. Okay, I got 3 clips for you guys, and you guys missed them yesterday. This first one is called The Meanest, and just to set this up, the star of the movie, the character, his name was Bruce Leroy, which was absolutely hilarious, man. Just a play off of Bruce Lee. Now, I'm just gonna remind you guys again. It was a black karate comedy. That's what it says in the description. A black karate comedy. And so, and his nemesis in the movie.
That's a good sales pitch, Sean. When you go in there, exactly. Hey, I'm going to sell you a great movie.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be black. It's going to have some karate in it. And it's going to be comedy.
Right. and his nemesis in the movie was this guy named Show Nuff, man, and he was a 6'5" brother with a ponytail that looked like Dion Cole, and he walked around with velvet shoulder pads on, karate pants, and Chuck Taylors. I'm sorry, Converse on. If you can imagine that. So this is all these clips are of the guy Show Nuff. He was just the comedy in the movie was provided by the character Show Nuff. So here's Show Nuff with this sound clip called "I Am the Meanest."
Am I the meanest?
Sure enough.
Am I the prettiest?
Sure enough.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Sure enough.
Well, who am I?
Sure enough.
Who am I?
Sure enough.
I can't hear you.
It's just comedy, man. And right after that part, man, they went over to the Bruce Leroy character, and he said, "Kiss my Chuck Taylors." I was like, "Kiss what?" He said, "Kiss my Chuck Taylors," man. Straight comedy. Okay, this next sound bite, in the movie, the character Bruce Leroy, he upset this mob boss type guy. And so the mob boss guy, he was looking for a tough guy to provide him protection from Bruce Leroy. And so this is him talking with Show Nuff about getting back at Bruce Leroy. So it's entitled "Designate His Ass." It's the title of the soundbite.
Keep your money. You just get that sucker to the designated place at the designated time, and I will gladly designate his ass for dismemberment. Hey.
That's absolutely hilarious, man. Has anyone ever told you that they're going to designate your ass? Has anyone ever told you that?
No, sir. No one's ever told me that.
But you know, it sound like a line that guys use to women. I'm gonna designate that ass, baby. Uh-oh.
Maybe in the 80s. I don't know if that would work today.
I think that was.
Speaking of which, have you ever used? What was your favorite turn on line that you used to go through back in the day? Everybody used to have a line that they used to have back in the days when they used to see females or whatever.
Nah,
did you have a favorite line?
Nah, I wasn't a line dude. Man. I was shy, man. I was shy. I worked on hookups. I always got hooked up. You know, I never found myself like hollering at a girl. I always had a hookup. Like my cousin, you know, I would, you know, go pick up my cousin or I would go over my cousin's house, or he would just call me and be like, hey, I got a girl for you. So somebody always had a girl for me. It was always a hookup. So it wasn't a lot of hollering for me, man. So, and back in the day, I always ran with somebody. So I always had a crew, always had a clique, and somebody always had a girl. So I didn't have to produce and come up with lines. So how about you? Did you have any?
I like you. You came out of the 80s unscathed.
You know what? I know what one of your favorite lines was. Don't let the smooth taste fool you. Was that one of your lines?
No,
man?
I wasn't a line guy either. You know, I know we probably got some female listeners like, yeah, right, both of them. But no, I really wasn't.
No,
but
I get that from you.
If I'm gonna be transparent, I didn't really. I didn't have problems. But if there was one thing, I didn't like rejection. If I'm being completely honest with the viewer.
Right.
So, you know, or I didn't, you know, I was just, but, you know, I think that's growing up. I think, you know, subconsciously you'd be like, well, I don't know if she's going to like me, or, you know, what's going to be different than the guys who's got all the flash, all the money and all that other things. But
right.
I like you. I didn't I didn't have a problem. You know what I'm saying? You know, except for the varsity people, I used to, you know, they used to come up missing a lot. But other than that, I didn't have no problem.
No. Okay. One more clip from the movie The Last Dragon. This one is entitled "Who's the Master?" Show enough. Well, let me set this up. This is at the end of the movie. Bruce Leroy and Show enough, you know, they doing the fighting scene in the movie, and in the middle of the battle, he says this.
When I say, who's the master? You say, show enough. Who's the master?
Yeah, he said, now who's the master? And you say, show enough, man. Just straight comedy, man. You guys got to see the guy. The guy, like I said, he got an afro with a perm, and he got a Jerry curl. Pull back.
Doing the film like he just came out.
Pull back because it was, you know, I never seen it, so it was the first time I seen it. So for me, it was like it just came out, you know. And so he had a Jerry curl, and it actually wasn't a ponytail. It was pulled into like a man bun, like at the top of the top of the back of his head. So and it was just hilarious. And he looks just like comedian Dion Cole. So you guys.
Did you ever go to his page and look? And did you ever look how when Dion dressed up like him?
No, I didn't. I didn't.
You were still licking your wounds yesterday, then.
You know what? As I look at my my sound box from yesterday, you know, I'm gonna play one more. I'm gonna do the Samuel Jackson one. You guys missed the Samuel Jackson. Samuel Jackson was on. He was on Jimmy Kimmel. Probably, I think it's 2 nights because yesterday was the night before. So 2 nights ago, he was on Jimmy Kimmel. And this guy that does, he writes poems and he does children's books. He done a poem or a book as if from the perspective if Samuel Jackson would have done it. And this is what they came up with. So take a listen.
Stay the at home. The Rona is spreading. Is no joke. It's no time to work or roam. The way you can fight it is simple, my friends. Just stay the at home. Now, technically, I'm not a doctor, but mother listen when I read a poem. So here I am, Sam Jackson, imploring you, keep your ass at home. If you want things to get back to normal, don't panic. Just use your dome. Wash your hands, stop touching your face, and stay the at home. Motherfucker, it's no time to gamble. Look around, you're not at a casino. Just stay the home as if your name was Trenton Quarantino. Sure, you can still see your friends. Use the mother app on your phone. But unless you just ran out of groceries, please stay keep your ass at home. Thank you for doing your part to flatten the curve, because that is steep. And now that you're home, please feel free to go to sleep. Be it.
Yeah. Did you were you able to hear it? Hello?
No, I wasn't able to hear it. But you wanted me to answer that on air, but no, I wasn't able to hear it. But it doesn't mean it didn't come across well.
Okay.
Unless you just ran out of groceries, please.
Okay, I don't know what happened with that. Okay, I don't know why you didn't hear that. Okay, everything is like it normally is. Okay, well, anyway, I think we're going well. No one has hit me up and said that.
But the viewers, they're able to hear me today, right?
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Matter of fact, I got my wife upstairs. My wife is upstairs monitoring, so I told her to come back down and tell me if everything wasn't what it was. So
okay.
So
she can hear me.
I believe she can. Baby, if you can hear everything okay, come down and give me the thumbs up. But anyway, Okay, yeah, that was that. So, what did you think about that? Was that typical Sam Jackson?
Oh my gosh, yes, it was. Sam is hilarious, man. I mean, he when it's all said and done, when a period is put there, how do you think he's going to be remembered?
As a hard working man. I mean, Samuel just is a beast, man. I mean, he just yeah. Thank you. Yeah, he just him and Harrison Ford. This is what I know. I do have this information. Him and Harrison Ford, they go back and forth with the overall grossing movies that they've done financially, and the number of movies that they've done. So no one has appeared in more movies than Harrison Ford and Samuel Jackson. And they're 1 and 2. No one has made more money from movies than Samuel Jackson and Harrison Ford. And they, like I said, from year to year, they go between 1 and 2. So he's a marathon man, an Iron Man, the Iron Man of acting, whatever you want to call it. I mean, he's a beast. So, okay, what else we got here? Okay. All right. Okay. Let's jump into the producer battle. Let's jump into the producer battle.
So now you want to crisscross and jump.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Were you a crisscross fan?
You know what? That's a great debate because when it came, listen, there was 3. Oh, I remember this conversation. We had a long debate about this, Trav. I remember, this is what's crazy. I remember ABC, Another Bad Creation, and Criss Cross. I remember those two are like the ones that the people used to heavily go back and forth with. Then I threw, ladies and gentlemen that's listening to me out here, I threw another group out there, and my partner, he vehemently disagreed with. I talked about The Boys. Remember The Boys?
Right. The Boys. Yep, I remember The Boys.
And you remember what you told me?
Well,
keep it clean.
Well, you didn't give me the option. You didn't give me the option of the boy groups or the elementary school groups. You didn't give me an option. You asked me if I thought they would do good as adults with other adult acts, and I told you no. Because
we were just talking about that time period. And you just like, well, nobody really rocking with The Boys back then. I was like, yes, they were.
Well, let me amend.
Dial My Heart was huge back then. Dial My Heart.
Let me amend it. Let me say this.
Okay.
I will say. Okay, hold on. Let me amend it and say. Let me go back here. Let me amend it and say I wasn't feeling The Boys back then. I wasn't feeling The Boys. I wasn't feeling. I would, I'm not quite sure if everybody else was, but I'll amend it to say that I wasn't feeling The Boys. So how is that? How is that amendment? Will you accept that? Will you accept that clarification?
You think it was just too bubblegummish for you, or what? You like your groups a little bit more?
Yeah, I agree. You know what? I enjoy Dial My Heart now. I enjoy their songs now, but back then, I was on that hard stuff. Like I explained. So
ABC was hard back then?
No. I was just on harder stuff, man. I was on like Tupac. I was on like, I was on that stuff. That was the time when Death Row was coming up. And, I was on Notorious Big.
But the 90s brought up a lot of boy bands, a lot of groups, female groups. It was heavy dose of the 90s. Maybe what you want to say, late 80s, 90s up to about 97, 98-ish, you want to say?
Right.
That was so if we would go, would you be fair to say from 87 and 97, it was purely saturated with some of the biggest, boy bands, from New Kids on the Block, True,
No, no,
Boys.
no, no,
No?
no. I was about to tell you that. No, I was a big Troop fan. I was down with Troop. I was cool with Troop.
It wasn't hard.
No, let's just stick with the boys. I wasn't into the boys. I just wasn't, not that they weren't a group, wasn't a good group. I just wasn't. I wasn't down with the boys. Let's just.
I think you should change that up. I just wasn't down with the boys.
Yeah. I wasn't. I wasn't down. I was down with Crisscross. I was down with Crisscross. I didn't have a problem with them. Another Bad Creation. I was feeling them. But the boys, down my heart. I mean, that was just kind of, I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it. I just wanted something harder. I was into the hard stuff.
I wonder, do our listeners, do they ever remember the group 4x4? It wasn't as popular. They didn't have nearly the commercial success of any of the artists that we're talking about. But there was something that significantly stood out about this group. You remember before I say it?
No, I'm having trouble.
Do you remember?
I'm having trouble.
Do you remember 4x4?
No, I don't. That's what I was about to say. I said I'm having trouble remembering 4x4. I'm having trouble remembering 4x4.
I'm so scared to even say anything about them right now.
Yeah. Matter of fact, if you're watching, if you've heard of the group 4x4 and are familiar with any of their songs, please comment in the comments below, because no one is gonna comment. They're gonna be like who?
So confident, man.
If you have no idea who they are, can you comment who in the live post? Because no one knows. Don't nobody know who them guys are.
So
I
think you underestimate our listeners.
No, I'm not underestimating them, but I think I just don't think nobody. I'm a DJ, so I think I got a good pulse on what everybody like, and no one ever came up and say, "Hey, do you got that 4x4?" No. I've never had a request for 4x4, but please. You know what I'm gonna do for you? I'm about to listen. Yeah, I got my DJ hard drive connected to my laptop here. I'm about to search it. I bet you I don't have a 4x4 in my collection of music. How do you even spell it? Is it just 4x4, like 4x4 Willer? 4x4?
4x4. The number 4x4.
Nothing. Zero. Nothing on my hard drive for 4x4.
They had the song. It was a song that they had. It was called "Want You for My Girlfriend."
Want You for My Girlfriend. That sound lame. Oh man, that just sound lame. So 4x. I tell you what. You know what? Let me. You know what we do. Let me see here. I don't think we're gonna get kicked off. So let me. I'm gonna run to YouTube and let me see if I can play a little bit. And you know what? They probably so unpopular that Facebook won't even like kick us off because they don't know what the song is. They probably so whack. That okay, hold on. Okay, let me put in here. Okay, the group. Let me put here. Let me search them. The group 4x4. They so lame that Facebook. If you play it on Facebook, they won't even kick you out. They'll be like, "Oh, that's probably just somebody else, man." Let me see here. The group 4x4. Okay, 4x4 is a Ghanaian group, hip hop group formed in 2000. By Captain Planet Records. Come on, man. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, we are now we're hiring for a new host for the show. Come on, man. You brought up a group. The record label is called Captain Planet Records, man. Captain Planet Records, man. Come on, man. Captain Planet Records, man. Okay, let me see here. The group 4x4. What's the name of the song? What's the name of the song? Girlfriend? Okay, Girlfriend. Let me put in Girlfriend. And let me see what Girlfriend. I want to hear it. Because I hope it's a song I forgot about. And I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember that. I please be one of those. Because if I've never heard it before, we taking applications. Let me see here. The group 4x4 Girlfriend. Okay, I'm not getting anything. This is Google. Google is worldwide. I don't see Girlfriend. Man. Okay. All right. I'm going to give you another chance, man. I'm going to YouTube itself. Let me go to YouTube itself. So it's actually 4 times 4. That's actually that's the correct spelling. 4x4. Okay. All right. Let's see here. I'm sorry, guys, that we're being held up for a group that really means nothing. Let me see here.
Travis.
We holding up the show for a group that really means nothing, man. I'm praying to God that I've heard of this song before. Okay. Okay. Group 4x4. Okay. Let's see here. The group 4x4. Okay. I see. I'm not getting nothing, man. I'm not getting nothing. I see something called Vroom Vroom Vroom. You remember Vroom Vroom Vroom? Okay, man, I'm done on this, man. This is original. They hold on. I see something else down here. Hold on. Let me see here. All right. No. This is all bad for them. Okay. All right. Moving on. Moving on. Captain Planet Records, dog, for real.
Ooh.
I wonder how long they was in business. Wasn't Captain Planet?
Why are you?
Wasn't
You
Captain
are
Planet?
bad.
Captain Planet wasn't it like a cartoon or something, man? Captain Planet. You guys remember Captain Planet? Wasn't it like a superhero that had
Captain Rock.
Who?
Captain Rock.
I don't know that either. Facebook.
You never heard of Captain Rock?
Captain Rock. No, Captain Rock. Who is Captain Rock? Captain Rock. It must be Planet Rock. It must be Planet Rock's brother.
No, the song was Rock, 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 Rock.
Oh yeah,
Captain Rock.
Yeah.
There you go.
I remember that.
See?
Okay.
You just about to just.
Okay. All right.
Did you remember the group, the Good Girls?
The group, the Good Girls. No. Hey, I just pulled up my. What's up, Juan? My man Juan Gardner. What's up, Juan? Juan over one of the cowboy clubs over in Connecticut. Said, what up, bro? Sending love from New Haven, Connecticut. CT Cowboys fan club is in the building. That's what I'm talking about, man. My cowboy love. I love my Cowboys family, man. They show me mad love all over the country, man. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to the Dallas Cowboy fans everywhere, man. The best NFL franchise in history, man. No doubt, hands down. Biggest fan base. Steelers is cool too, man. Steelers is cool. So
You said they're cool.
They cool.
But it ain't nothing like that Detroit Lions.
Say what?
What?
Did you hear that? Were you able to hear the what? Were you able?
What's wrong with this? Hey, man.
No.
We had the coolest.
No. I'm just trying to find out for technical purposes. Did you hear the what?
No, I did not. So
What?
But
We got to find out what's going on with that. Okay, all right.
what signature song did the Cowboys have in the 90s or in the 80s?
What do you mean in the 80s?
Or the 90s that y'all had that was like that stood out for the group. Like, okay, like let me give you an example. Okay, like when the Pistons was winning, we had You Can't Touch It. We had that. That was that's what we was rocking back then.
But no.
Did y'all have one?
Yeah, here we go.
Cowboys.
Yeah.
What's my blue and
Great team, Cowboys.
And who I'm rolling with, huh?
My Cowboys. Hey, hey.
Steelers better get it
Right.
right. Giants better get it right.
Who?
Cowboys.
What's my blue and gray team?
Cowboys.
Hey,
And who I'm
hey,
rolling
hey,
with, huh?
hey.
Cowboys.
Eagles better get it right. Skins better get it right.
That's what I'm talking about, man. My Cowboys. That's what I'm talking about. Were you able to hear that?
You're pandering to your audience. I get it.
Were you able to hear that or no? I guess not. Okay, let's get into this.
What?
Okay, let's get into this. Let's get into this producer battle.
Let's go with it.
Now, check this out. Hold on. Station identification.
It's the Big Trav and Q Show.
They waiting for
Just another damn podcast. Now let's go. Go.
Okay. All right. Now these producers, I wasn't familiar with them at all.
Neither one of them.
Neither one of them. I wouldn't. I don't follow producers like that. I mean, you know the main ones. You know the Timberlands. You know the Swiss Beats. You know the Premiers, the Pharrells, the Kanye West. But these are younger guys. These guys are like both of them under 25. They young guys, and but they done some monster tracks, and it was interesting to do the research on both of the guys. If you guys don't know, me and Q, we've been debating Timberland and Swiss Beats. They've been putting together battles on Instagram, and they started out. They done a battle. They basically FaceTime each other on Instagram, and they just play they hottest tracks. Like he would play one of Swiss would play one of his. Tim would play one of his, and they just went back and forth, just entertaining everybody. And then they put together some more battles. Who did we do on Monday? On Monday we done Neo. We done Neo versus Jonta Austin, and we came to the conclusion that Jonta Austin won that battle. And then Tuesday we done who did we do Tuesday? Tuesday we done who did we do Tuesday? Who did we do Tuesday?
We do them all, man.
Tuesday.
Back, and I'm glad that you brought that up because we was also on Tuesday. We was talking about. Remember, we was asking each other, do we know any female producers that stood out other than Missy Elliott? Remember we was talking about that?
Right.
I come to find out, sir, about, you ever heard of Wonder Girl?
No.
She was a Canadian born producer. And what some of the people that she's worked with?
No.
Her biggest claim to fame were she worked with Drake and Travis Scott. And she became the song Crown off of the Jay-Z album. She produced that.
Oh, wow. I mean, and she actually done the beat. She actually made the beat and put everything together.
That would be correct.
Okay. Well, what's her name? Let me write that down. What's her name? Wonder Girl.
Wonder Girl.
Yep. Let me write that down.
WONDAGURL.
GURL. Wonder Girl. Producer.
She also worked for the record. She also worked for Rihanna, Drake, and SZA.
Okay. All right.
And guess what, man?
What's that?
She's only 23 years old. Can you believe that?
Oh wow, that's dope.
Probably 24 now, but she was dope back then. Still right now.
You know what? You know what I just realized? You know what? My little cousin is a producer. My little cousin Autumn. Shout out to Autumn. My cousin Autumn. Autumn is a local producer. I forgot about my cousin Autumn, man. if you guys get a chance, check out my cousin on Facebook. Her name is, I think her Facebook name is Automatrix. Automatrix. Autumn, if you listening, or if any of my family listen that knows Autumn's handles, post them in the live post below so people can go check out my little cousin Autumn. Autumn is a producer. She's a dope producer, man.
Another one, Trav, was Linda Perry. You ever heard of Linda Perry?
Linda Perry. No. What has she done?
She's a Grammy Award producer, and guess who she's worked with? She's worked with Pink, Alicia Keys, Gwen Stefani, Celine Dion, and a host of people, man.
Okay.
So you got some good female producers out there, man. A lot of people.
What's her name again?
Don't know
Linda.
about.
What's her name again? Linda what?
Linda Perry.
Linda Perry. Okay. All right. I'm gonna look up Linda Perry, and hopefully I have some commentary on her tomorrow. Okay. Anyway, John to Austin. We done John to Austin versus Neo, and then we done The Dream versus Sean Garrett, and today we doing Boy Wonder and Hit Boy. But before we get into this, we do got two more. They did announce a couple more. No, they announced three more battles. They're doing Scott Storch versus Manny Fresh, and they doing.
Yeah, I remember we was talking about that yesterday. I was like, woo. And I remember you was telling me that you didn't know too much about Scott Storch, and I was like, Trav, how you don't know about Scott?
Well,
you know now, right?
Well, that battle is tonight. That's tonight. So I'm gonna check that out, and then I'll do my research on that. We'll do Manny Fresh and Scott Storch tomorrow, and then on Saturday they're doing Little John and T-Pain. What you think? I wonder what
Little John and T-Pain going head to head.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what battle. What is the battle? Is it writer? Is it producer? Or is it just songs? Period. I didn't get the I didn't dive deeper into that. So, but
okay.
But that's gonna be dope to do. You know what? Let's right quick, Little John. Let's just do songs. We don't know exactly if it's songwriting, producing, or artists. But let's do just projects. Just projects. Who you think got the bigger catalog between T-Pain and Little John? Just off the rip. Who you think got the bigger catalog? Don't be trying to look it up.
Why?
Don't be trying to look it up. Just off the rip, who you think got the bigger catalog? Little John or T-Pain? Just projects. Who?
I will have to. Ooh, that's a good one. I will have to go with Little John.
Yeah. yeah, because he's a producer, and man, he has some big tracks. But you know what? Nah, you know what? I go against you. I'm going against you. I'm saying T-Pain.
Okay, all right. That's what I'm talking about.
T-Pain was with.
Stick to the courage of your convictions, sir.
T-Pain was with Convict Music, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, Convict. That dude got some money, man, and if he done one song with Akon, they was also down with Pitbull. So I'm going against you. I'm gonna say T-Pain, but we'll dive into that. I don't know if we're going on Saturday, but we might, just for the hell of it. We'll probably go on Saturday. But anyway, back to these two producers right now. Okay, now these producers, this is number one is Boy Wonder, spelled BOI1DA, Boy Wonder, versus Hit Boy. You know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna go in reverse. We're gonna go in reverse of how we done it yesterday. Just because we're not that familiar with them. Let's see here. Boy Wonder, he has 1 Grammy, and he's been nominated 9 times. And Hit Boy has 2 Grammys, and he's been nominated twice. Okay. So I just wanted to get that out of the way, and then we'll go back to it. Now let's start with Boy Wonder. And you know what I added to this debate? I added how many times the songs went platinum. I added that. I thought that was important in a producer battle. I thought that was
okay.
I thought that
What was your thoughts behind that?
okay. I don't know. I thought as a producer, I think we had to dive a little bit deeper and find out, because they didn't have, like, they're younger guys, and they don't get the work of the other guys, say like Swiss, Kanye West, Timberland, Pharrell. They don't get to work like that. So, but Boy Wonder, let's start with Boy Wonder. And this is probably, this first song, they both got a song, both producers got a song that went 6 times platinum. They both got a song that went 6 times platinum. Boy Wonder's first 6 times platinum song is Work by Rihanna. Work, 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 work. Remember that? Did you know Boy Wonder?
I do.
Did you know Boy Wonder done that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Big track, Rihanna. His next one is Drake. Well, first of all, Work was number 1 on Billboard's Hot 100. Billboards. Okay. His next song was Best I Ever Had by Drake. Number 2 on the Billboards, 4 times platinum. Man, that's just ridiculous right there. We could,
isn't it?
We could stop right there. I mean, we could, if his royalty game is set up right, you could just stop right there. But then you get this, Forever by Drake, Kanye, and Weezy and Eminem. Are you kidding me? Another 6 times platinum. Just monster. Come on, dog. Boy Wonder is a monster. He got 2 tracks that went 6 times platinum. That's crazy though. And then the one in the middle was 4X. So, all right. Another one, Drake, Over. The song Over. Oh my God, man. 11 on the Billboards, 3 times platinum. 3 times platinum. This one surprised me. I thought this track would have been bigger. It was Not Afraid by Eminem. He done that. It only went platinum twice. But it was number 1 on the Billboard.
Only platinum twice.
Yeah, well, you heard what the 3 other songs done. Damn, he let us. We got let down on this one. So far, we got 6X, 4X.
Do you know how, if you start up right, if everything's in order, nobody got over on you, do you know how much you can live off of going platinum, period?
Exactly.
And you just like, oh, it's only just did it twice over. That's it.
Right. Well, you know what? I don't know. I don't know how producers.
Some of your biggest club hits to this day that you can go back and it's found has never even went past gold. Let's just keep that in mind.
Another thing is, I'm gonna reveal their net worth when we're done, but you're gonna be surprised. As big as these hits was, you're gonna be surprised what Boy Wonder's net worth is. Okay.
Nothing is gonna surprise me after you did the dream one.
Okay. He also done Miss Me by Drake and Weezy, Lil Wayne. He done Miss Me. Only went platinum once, 15 on the Billboards. One of my favorite songs he done, Headlines by Drake. Oh, that's one of my favorite songs, man. 4 times platinum. Come on, man. This dude, why? I can't believe it. I can't believe this net worth. Anyway, Headlines, 4 times platinum. No New Friends by Drake, Rick Ross, Weezy. Actually, it was on DJ Khaled's album, and but Drake, Ross, and Lil Wayne was on it. And I thought that was a big track, but it actually wasn't. It didn't go platinum, and it was number 37 on the Billboards. But I thought that was a big track. This is
sound like a point I was making earlier.
This is everybody's favorite. 0 to 100, real quick. Drake, he done that 2 times platinum, only number 35 on the Billboards. I thought the 0 to 100, that was like the anthem across all social media at one point. Everybody was saying 0 to 100 real quick. I thought that would have done better than that. Okay, this song didn't do well, but I thought it was worth mentioning. Do you remember Soulja Boy song "Speakers Going Hammer"?
No.
Okay.
I do not.
Okay. Well, that's probably why he didn't do well. Okay. Drake, Summer 16, number 6 on the Billboard, only went platinum one time. And G-Eazy, he done the track. Remember the track by G-Eazy, No Limit? It was G-Eazy, A$AP Rocky, and Cardi B. 5 times platinum. 5 times platinum. So Boy Wonder, that's it. That's it for Boy Wonder. Oh man, he just monster. Everyone I listed except for Speakers Going Hammer, those were monster tracks. Okay, over to Hit Boy. Let's just get right into it.
Let's go with it, Trav.
All right, I'm gonna start out with his biggest track. His biggest track was "Niggas in Paris" by Kanye and Jay-Z. He won a Grammy for that, 6 times platinum, number 5 on the Billboards. Any surprise? Are you surprised?
6 times platinum.
6 times platinum and a Grammy. Yep. Okay.
Well, you got Kanye and Jay-Z. So
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
I think right. Okay. Drop the World. Oh my God. This Drop the World. It still go hard. It was Weezy and Eminem. Drop the World. Oh, 4x platinum. 4 times platinum. It was only 18 on the Billboard chart though. Man, that was a big track, man. I remember I'm surprised. I remember I got memories DJing with that song. I remember I done an icebreaker at the University of Toledo. And oh man, that song was huge at the time. I ended up playing that song like 3 times that night because they was just feeling it, man. They was like, play Drop the World again. They was like, play it again. And I remember just playing that 3 times that night.
Did you hear the recent interview with Lil Wayne? How he was saying that how he was so focused on working when he came out to write his lyrics with Eminem more than any other person he's ever got in the studio with. Did you ever hear that interview?
You know what? Lil Wayne been in the news the last couple of days because he told people who his favorite rapper was, like right now, like the young guys. And he said that Lil Baby was his favorite rapper, like right now. I like Lil Baby too. You know what? And between his first album and his second album, I'm telling you, man, his lyric game, it really upgraded. He really worked on his lyrical game, and I do, man. I love all.
You think 10 years from now we'll be talking about Lil Baby?
I think so. I think like him. I like Lil Baby. I like Da Baby. I like the Migos, man. I love Quavo, man. I love Offset, man.
You think we'll be talking about them?
I think so.
10 years from now?
I think so. They doing good work. They mainstays. I mean, the Migos been hard out the box, man. Come on, man. Versace, oh man, out the box, man. They Hannah Montana.
Hasn't really been kind to a lot of artists in this era.
Who hasn't?
So,
who hasn't?
I'm saying from 2000 on, a lot of the artists they've been good a few years, and then you're like where they fell off to versus back then in the 80s and 90s. You had more of a big stay.
No,
even one day you disagree.
No, I'm just saying that times didn't change, man. Times has changed. It's so much. Social media allows so much music to come out now, and I meant when you a DJ, you got to stay up on your music because the kids, the kids' choice for music, it changes like every week, man. I meant, you gotta. Every time I do a Sweet 16 or a school party, like elementary, middle school or high school party, you got to stay up on that music, man, because they're not playing the stuff that's on the radio. They playing these independent artists that's on YouTube and I make sure that I get out a music selection form to they people, man, and because or they'll come up and go, hey, it's on YouTube. So I got the capability to jump on YouTube and grab the stuff, but yeah, man, you gotta they music choices, it changes like every day from week to week. And so before you do these Sweet 16s and these high school on down parties, man, you gotta be ready. You gotta be up on your music, man, or they'll think you booty, man, for real. That's what they'll call you. They'll go, oh man, that DJ was booty. So, but you know what? Like I said, I got the capability to jump on YouTube if they come up, or like the local artists. Like it's a couple local artists, like some high school dudes that just do music in their rooms. They'll come up and go, hey, my boy such and such. I remember I done a party at All Occasion, and it was a high school graduation party, and Lucky. It was a local artist named Lucky. And he got this song called Coolin' with the Gang. It's called Coolin'. But on the verse, he'd be like, Coolin' with the Gang. I remember that. I remember when he first came out, when that was hitting, the kids had me jump on YouTube, download his video, and I played it, and they went bonkers, man. I was like, that's what's up. I was like, I couldn't believe I didn't have that. And then I couldn't believe it was a local artist. It went hard, man. I love the beat. He could flow. It was dope, man. Shout out to Lucky, man. Shout out to Lucky. And
I'm confused on something, and you explain to me as a DJ. I'm trying to think. Do you think local artists now versus back in the '90s? Do you think they get more love from their hometowns, more local love than back then?
I can only speak for Toledo, and yes, man, Toledo got some dope local talent, man. One of my favorite songs is "Up to the Ceiling" by Lucky P and Ak Obama. Oh man, I love that track. What you been doing? Stacking my money up to the ceiling, nigga. I love it, man. That's one of my favorite tracks, man. Tracy, everybody love Tracy, man. You got the Polo Gang. You got everybody love Ak, man. God, man. Magic. I remember Magic Wine track still hit, man. Country track. Country got this song called "Look at Me," and it still go hard, man. And I told him that I wanted to executive produce the video for "Look at Me." I still think that'll go hard to this day, and I think that if we done a video on it, that we could we could get that song new life all over again. But I can't speak for around the country. But in Toledo, if you do a concert, and if you're a promoter, and you are, and you planning on doing a show,
shameless plug, huh?
Yeah,
shameless plug there, huh?
And you plan on doing a show in Toledo, man. You shout out. Oh, you know what, Martina Rogers. What's up, Martina, man? Martina go hard, man. People sleeping on Martina, man. Martina need a deal, man. If anybody out there listening, and you looking for a new artist, man, Martina Rogers is your girl, man. If you looking for the next, the next LMA, man, we got it here in Toledo, man. Come holler at my girl. Shout out to her dad, Darnell Rogers. That's my dude. Anyway, you know what? We getting sidetracked. You got me sidetracked. Let me finish up with Hit Boy.
You got to multitask.
Okay. One more thing. The next song I'm in is The Click. The Click. You ain't messing with my click. Remember The Click? I think they had Big Sean on it, Kanye West. God, what's the guy's names? What happened to that boy? What's the name of that group? I forget the name of that group. What happened to that boy? I forget the name of the group. But anyway, 12 on the billboards, 3 times platinum The Click. He also done Trophies by Drake.
You forgot about who the Clips were?
The Clips, yeah, the Clips. I don't know. I got a lot of information, man, so I can't remember everything. Thank you for that. The Clips.
Okay.
Yep. XO by Beyonce. He done that track.
Okay.
It didn't go platinum and it didn't chart, but yeah, he done that. Trophies by Drake. Remember Trophies? I thought this would have done better. Trophies actually didn't go platinum, and it was the highest it charted was number 50 on the Billboard. I thought Trophies,
Wow.
man, I thought Trophies was bigger than that, man. I thought all the high school championship teams was playing that. I thought that was like the anthem in the locker rooms. This next song, I don't remember it, but he won a Grammy for it. It's called Racks in the Middle. The song is called Racks in the Middle. And I was unable to find the person that done the song, believe it or not. It just said he won a Grammy for Racks in the Middle. So I'm not quite sure the extent of what's going on with that, but he won a Grammy for Racks in the Middle. One more song, he done Stronger by Mary J. Blige. I didn't know he done that. I didn't even, man, you wouldn't even think he would, that Mary J. and them would approach him about doing a beat for her, because everything else was so hard and rappers. But he done Mary J. Blige Stronger. Same way with Boy Wonder. He done work. He done work for Rihanna. Those are, Rihanna. And
that was a huge hit, man. When Rihanna hit, with that song.
Oh yeah. Well, six times platinum and number one Billboard says so. So
yeah.
Okay. There's no surprise here. Boy Wonder, of course, got the bigger catalog. He got the bigger hits. Now let's get to they net worths. This is really disappointing. Now, Boy Wonder, you would think off just the work. Okay, you got Work 6 times platinum. You got Best I Ever Had 4 times platinum. You got Forever 6 times platinum. You got
Wait for it.
You got Over 3 times platinum. You got Not Afraid 2 times platinum. You got Headlines 4 times platinum, and his net worth is only $5 million. Now, I don't know if producers just don't get a. You would think.
Why you sound like the air just went out just.
Yeah, because you would think that it seemed like the songwriters. Well, you got to split up that money crazy. Okay, this is what we realized from doing this. You got to pay the songwriter if it's different from the artist. So, on a song that you didn't write, you got the artist. You got the songwriter and you got the producer. And then if it's more than one writer on the song, you gotta give credit to all the writers. If it's more than one artist on the song, oh man, so you just, dividing up, man, that's just a lot of people to divide everything up with. Now on work, we can't see, I'm not aware if anybody wrote that for her, but wow, I just think that, I don't know. I'm surprised. 5 million. Now, Hit Boy is very disappointing. His net worth is only 1.4 million. What the hell? It seems kind of right when you see what Boy Wonder has in 5 million and what he done. It kind of seems fitting that Hit Boy would, only have 1.4. Comparing what both of them have produced. So, but I don't know. That's just really weird. So, what you think about that? Of course, Boy Wonder won, but
yeah, but how do you define winning? Because if that accolades is not translating to sales and millions, it's like, but some people would say, hey, I'd rather have 2 million, 5 million, but wrote a lot of songs. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if these were artists at the time, because I remember there was a time where artists would do beats for sale, stuff like that, and they would basically, they knew that to basically get it in the game, they would have to give up something to get something. You kind of remember things like that?
Okay. Say that again. I was crossing some out. Okay, say that again.
There was a time in the industry where if you wanted to make a name for yourself amongst all these other artists, all these other producers, you had to give up something to get something. So I remember they used to have where they would just sell beats, when they would just sell the beats. And you had to get it, you had a chance to
probably
some of your biggest.
I wonder.
So maybe that's why some of those those records that went on the huge numbers don't reflect a lot of their in their sales or who they are for the network.
I wonder.
What do you think?
Yeah, well, that's what I wonder. I wonder if that was the case, because if you sell a beat, then you don't get no back end. And these are younger guys. Like I told you, these guys are like 25 years old.
Well, that's what we're going to do, Trav. That's what's so interesting. We're going to get some producers on here, and we're going to talk with some producers and see how they are, structuring their contracts when it comes to, because sometimes these are hired hands for the labels and stuff like that. So
right.
I guess the bigger your name is, the bigger your status is, whatever. So I don't know. That's a good thing.
Let's do that.
We don't know. We should do that.
Let's do that. Okay. Moving right along. Let me let's get into some of these sound bites that we got here. You sent me a couple. Okay. Now you sent me the Plies. Soundbite. Now, what do you want to go ahead and get into the Plies soundbite? Go ahead and talk about it.
I was on the internet just like you were yesterday, and he was getting a lot of traction about that soundbite. He seemed very passionate about. I guess there was a story that went on about a lot of people they felt that were being taken advantage of, and this time and this climate. And he's always been very outspoken about some things. And let's play it for the audience and for our viewers and listeners and see what they think.
Okay. Here's Plies.
I woke up this morning and I thought about it. I said, yeah, all this shit about we the richest country in the world. I get all of that. But what I don't get, you tell us 100,000 people gonna die from this pandemic. Only 3,000 people done died so far. So that means 97,000 more fucking people gotta die. And you got people out here still on the fucking front line working. Whether they're at Publix, whether they're at Walmart, whether they work at the bank, airline stewardess, or fucking doctors. People out here on the front line still risking their fucking life while you CEOs home quarantining with your goddamn family. And all I'm saying is, if they gonna risk their fucking life, pay them like they fucking risking their life. You don't risk your fucking life for no $9 an hour, no $11 an hour. No fucking $30 an hour. Pay them like they fucking risking their life.
I agree with him. And we would love to have you guys comment on the live post. What do you guys think? Should the nurses, should the grocery store workers, basically the essential employees, should they get hazard pay? Should they be bumped up? I did see that Kroger's was doing it. Kroger's here in Toledo, they're giving them bonuses at the end of this week, and they're gonna do something. They're putting together a financial package for their workers. So I do know that. What do you say?
I first and foremost, I admire anybody who's willing to risk their lives in any capacity to go out here in the current climate that we're in right now to be in the service field to help others. Whether you're working, in the health industry or, you're working at a restaurant or any place where you get up every day and you are knowing that when you walk outside that door, you're putting your life at risk to help others and to serve others. And I thought, maybe sometimes his message is so powerful and so prolific, but I guess sometimes the delivery will turn people off sometimes to the point where it's like, well, it's easy for you to say, look at you. What are you starting off about? What are you doing? Are you putting your money where your mouth is? But if you're trying to bring, awareness to something, why not talk about it? Why not express it? But, to simplify this, I agree in totality what I feel that what he was spouting out. That's why I wanted to, point it to you and let our viewers hear what he was saying, because I think it was powerful.
Do you got me on speaker?
No.
Oh, okay, because it sound like I heard an echo. Okay, yep, I agree with Plies, man. Oh man, he was vicious. He was vicious in his conviction for it. Yeah, you know what? I do. I think that they should receive some type of hazard pay, because in the end, you could take it home to your family and wipe out your whole family, and if that's the case, it has to be worth it. It has to be worth it. Make it worth my while. If I could possibly wipe out my whole family, make it worth my while, and protect me at the same time. Make sure that we wiping everything down. Make sure that I got all the preventative maintenance tools to prevent myself from getting it. And man, he said it all. So shout out to Plies. Okay, the next video you sent me, it was of our favorite. This is our dude, man. Ha Davis, man. This is our dude, man. And go ahead and set that up. Set up the soundbite of Ha Davis.
Well, I with taking time, and and as much as things are going on right now, he wants to shed a little humor, a little light what's going on, and I think he napped it in that one. So let's check it out. Let's see what he said.
Hey man, I know we've been quarantined because I ain't heard no gunshots a week. Terrified. Oh, it's getting wicked out there.
That's hilarious, man. Okay, I wonder that. I want you guys to comment in the post below. Do you think violence and crime is down because of the corona situation? I think it is. I can't sit here and recall, watching the news and maybe seeing like a bank robbery or somebody's car being stolen or shooting. Have you heard anything?
Well, maybe because people, having a little marital spat here there, or they're not used to being in a home. I mean, I like that clip that you played a few nights ago when the guy was talking about he didn't know how bad his kids were, and
right.
until he had to fix. So imagine you being with a girlfriend or a wife or a male or whatever your situation is, and you're spending a little bit more time than what you normally do with one another. Maybe even sometimes they strengthen each other in relationships, and then sometimes you probably look at them like, what am I doing? So you never know.
It's funny that you say that, because what you just said is going right into our next soundbite. Now, let me pull this up. I gotta read this first to set it up. I gotta find it on my phone, and I'm gonna read it first, and then I'll play the video on it. Okay, where is it at? Okay, all right, here it is, right here. Okay, it says boxing champ Billy Joe Saunders is suspended after filming a video teaching men how to commit domestic violence. It says the WBO super middleweight champion Billy Joe Saunders saw his license suspended by British authorities on Monday after filming a video in which he gave men detailed explanations of how to strike their wives or significant others while being isolated due to the coronavirus. So let me play this video. And
how we going, people? Just finished training. Couple of layers of clothes on. It's a bit cold here in the barn. Just want to make a little video just for all you dads, husbands, if you've got girlfriends, etc. Obviously this COVID-19 is getting very serious, and we're isolated away in very tight spaces. So right, if your old woman's giving you a little bit of mouth and you try to be patient, you try to be calm, cool, but out of the 7th day or 6th day, shall I say, you're just about to explode. All of a sudden she's coming at you now, spitting a bit of venom in your face, ready to say something. You may have left the dishes out, you may have, I don't know, I don't know what you've done, but you've upset her. So as she comes in, she's coming at you and you've lost it. You've lost it, just keep it safe with the hands. So as she comes in, she's just about to say something, all of a sudden you explode. Bam! On the chin.
It reminded me of Alice, right in the kisser. Remember Mel and Oh man. Listen, guys. We do not condone domestic violence whatsoever. No way, no how, no shape, no form. This guy, Billy Joe Saunders, man, is off the chain, man. And you should have been suspended, man. How you gonna do a video? You know, obviously the coronavirus situation, being locked up with his wife, obviously it has gotten to him, and his wife has pissed him off that he took to his barn. And let me set the video up. You guys can't see it, but I tell you what, I'll post it on our social media and you can see it. He's in front of a punching bag, a swinging punching bag, and he's demonstrating basically when your wife come up on you, telling you, I guess his example was you didn't put the dishes away. He just like, you know, and he motioned just like a haymaker over top, just splattering her, man. Oh, that is Billy Joe, man. That is so bad, dog. That is so bad, man. So what do you say? Is the corona, is the lockdown getting to everybody?
I think so. It is. I think it's, well, I mean, think about it. I mean, if you had to be in a situation, you know, what harkens me back to this is if you were in prison or if you had to be on lockdown or whatever like that, you know, when you're used to being free and out, being able to come and go as you please, which those things are still there, but just within, you got to move a little bit more cautiously and you have to be, you know, out and about. But I think that when you are used to, especially for people who are in routine, if you're a routine-oriented type of individual who gets up every day and does certain things, I think situations like this can compromise people a little bit.
I think so.
You know, I think it gets people in a situation where, you know, if you're used to being a certain way. I remember being, you know, get up, make sure you fold the bed, you know, covers up, do everything, brush your teeth, and imagine if somebody come in and just alter all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so,
right.
That's what I think. What about you?
Yeah, the same way. Yeah, my wife, we got a unique situation. I stay in the man cave, you know, so thank God I got a man cave. She got the rest of the house and I got the man cave. So, and I got everything I need down here. I got my cigars down here. I got my Hennessy down here. I got my music down here. I got my snacks down here. So, you know, we sort of, and you know what? The man cave ain't been up too long. I just got the man cave up and running probably, I'm gonna say maybe 2 months ago. And I think that was a blessing because, we're not having those issues. So, everything been good with us, which brings me to our next story. Ed Orgeron, the LSU football coach, he filed for divorce. He filed for divorce yesterday. LSU coach Ed Orgeron, he filed for divorce. You think that's another? You think she's another victim of the corona situation?
I think if you are a person who loves plants and you have a base and you have it and you see a crack and a situation like this widens that crack a bit. And so if the foundation was never strong from the get-go, or if there was some ripples or things that were going on, and imagine just being in a situation where you have to look at each other, you know, 18 out of 24 hours a day, and you get a chance to reassess. Basically, we're not psychoanalyzing these people. We don't know what they go through on a day-to-day basis. This may have been something that have already was going on, or, you know, he contemplated, and timing may not have been the best way to do it. But at the end of the day, he's got to have that conversation with the Lord above, you know. So, not about what I think, but I don't think that was the most ideal way. Especially, I remember when he won the championship and how she was there, you know, and
Right.
supporting them. And
They've been married for 23 years. They've been married for
I
23
know.
years, and he files for divorce during the Corona situation. I think she was a victim of of being locked in. You know, because he's probably used to being out like recruiting. This is like spring football season. He's recruiting. You know, he's putting the plans together. She's not used to him being home. So
we're talking about routines.
Yeah,
routines. When you alter somebody's routine,
and maybe, you know, or it could have been a situation where, you know, when he was off, not having time for her, you know, she could have picked up a little boo. Yeah, she could have. He could have found out about her little boo that he had on the side while he off busy with the team. And I'm just talking. It could be anything. But you know, but when you spend a lot of time, I mean, football coaches, I mean, man, that has to be one of the more demanding jobs, you know, in the world. You know, you away from your family all the time. I mean, the team come before the family. And as a wife and as a family, man, you almost got to accept that, you know. I mean, wow. I mean, but anyway, I believe it is. I believe she's a victim of the Corona situation. And what I do hope is that after, you know, the lockdown is over with, I hope that he doesn't go through with the divorce, and I hope that they work everything out in the end. So that's what I'm hoping, because I just think that's the situation. More corona news. Let me read this. It says experts tell White House coronavirus can spread through talking or even just breathing. What do you say? Is that scary?
Of course.
I could see, you know, so I'm walking in the carry out and somebody, I can see a dude walking in a grocery store and somebody go, "Hi, how are you doing?" "Shut up, man." Shut the hell up, man. Don't talk to me. You know, that, you know, hearing that just makes me think about all of the comic situations, man. Oh my God, that's hilarious, man. I can see people.
Yeah, because imagine if you are a social butterfly. You know, we always label people that are, you know, that people oriented, always talking about talking to people. Can you imagine what it's like for them to have to be and you know, dealing with this type of climate right now, where, you know, you normally would see somebody, "Hey, how you doing, Miss Smith?" and go give somebody a hug. And now everybody's like flinching, or, "Hey, step back," or, you know. So it's like, it's different.
Yeah, I know. I'd be like that too, man. Yo, bro, shut your ass up, dog. I ain't trying to catch the CV. Okay. More Corona news. Okay, let me see here. I got a story for you. Hold on. Let me pull it up here. Okay, it says Houston's mayor orders removal of basketball hoops to help curb the spread of Corona. So the mayor of Houston, he ordered all the basketball rims be taken down in the city. So bros won't be out there breathing and talking on each other. Spreading around, man. Dog, he took down the rims, dog. What you think, man? Should have took down the rims? Is it that serious?
You know, it's not in any type of leadership capacity, you're going to have to make some unpopular decisions. And in this case, I don't think, let's put some context around this. I don't think that these people are making preemptive decisions. I'm not in the rooms, for the record. I don't pretend to know what they do on a daily basis. I just don't think some people wake up and say, "You know what, I'm just going to just do this." I'm thinking they're getting intelligence. I think they're getting data, something, you know, information and everything. And people are weighing out the pros and cons of situations. And, you know, you give it your situational teams and you say, okay, well, if we go this way, what's the pros and cons of this? If I go this way, and I think they've come up with what they think is the best case scenario for that particular situation. And sometimes it may not be popular in the beginning, but he's probably helping people save themselves from themselves.
Man, it must be some serious ballers in Houston, dog. He took down. He took. They must have been balling on some shit, dog. They took down the damn rims. Hey, check this out. We want to hear from you guys on this, man. Do you think the mayor of Houston should have took down all the basketball rims in the city to help curb the spread of the coronavirus? We want to hear from you guys. Comment down below. Let me see here. Oh God. You know what? I'm all for safety and doing. You know, I guess he's doing.
Wait for it.
Yeah,
wait
exactly.
for it.
He's doing whatever he think is best for his city, and it got to be a lot. They must have looked out the window and seen just bros just balling out. They had to really. They must have really been balling out, man. You know, I ain't gonna talk against his decision because it must have been a lot of basketball going on, man. And because you know I'm not there, so but initially, just off the rip, nah. I thought it was too far. Just off the rip, just telling me generally with no context. Yeah, I think it was too far to take down the rims, but I don't know the exact situation. They must have been balling. I hope we got I hope the next top 10 number one picks come out
Unless
of
he was like, this is my opportunity. Unless he was somebody that, he's been a reason to do it, and now he found a reason to do it.
Oh no!
Use this situation. I mean, I'm just saying.
You think he was being a hater? So he was being a hater. So you think he was?
I'm just saying. I don't know. You
guys hear that?
You know how people say, well, there's a little smoke, there's fire. You never know.
Sylvester, his name is Sylvester Turner. Sylvester Turner. Q thinks that you're a hater. So if you're watching this, my co-host thinks that you're a hater.
That's Trav's words, not mine, sir.
Sylvester Turner. But shout out to Houston, man. I'm a big Houston. I love the Houston rap scene, so I'm a big fan of that. Okay, all right. Let me see here. We got that. He took down the rims. Okay, next thing we're gonna talk about. You know what? Let's get this next sound bite out of the way. Our last sound bite. Let's get out of the way. I was combing the internet for content for the show, and then I noticed on Twitter that Cat Williams was trending. And he was trending because he went on a podcast he went on a radio show, and the lady, she kind of got at him about his hair, and he just roasted her ass. So let me play that. Let me play that. He just lit her up. So let me play that sound bite.
Your hair is kind of.
My hair is 19 inches long and I have no perm.
You don't?
Oops.
Oh, that's not a perm.
No, it is not. Nice lady.
That's natural.
Come run one of your gnarled fingers.
Come here.
While you on air.
Come on.
So they can hear you live.
Come on. Let me come over here.
No. That's not how that works.
Oh, okay. Well, then stay over there.
Don't worry. Ain't nobody putting their hands through yours.
That's right. They don't have to. I don't want them to. Get on out of here. You okay? You okay?
Only one of our hairs moving while we talk.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Red Grant, Atlanta Comedy.
Tell Wanda to take off them headphones and that wig.
And make sure
that wig and that headphones
come
together.
Take off them old ass clothes you got on. How about that? Yeah, they're old.
Versace, yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
She said,
Versace.
I want to apologize to the people at Versace Collection. This is your 2019 summer line that hasn't come out.
But you had to open it up and show us it was Versace. I wanted to.
No, I didn't have to open it up. These people are on radio. They can't see anything.
Yeah, but you opened it up so we could see it.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, happy
whatever stores for the Black Lane Bryant.
That's right. Very proud.
Okay, let's play some music real quick if we can. We going to a break real quick?
Very
all right,
proud.
cool. We go to a break.
Shout outs to Forever 21.
Yeah.
Necklace Collection.
That's right.
I don't remember even wilding out, right? I'm not the right one to Jones on.
Get this inmate out of here.
If you can't get your blood pressure down, you can't call me down.
Whatever, little mama.
If your cholesterol is 600.
Whatever, little mama.
I'm little mama's baby daddy.
No, you little mama.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey,
and what are you, girl? You probably shouldn't talk about sizes.
No, that's okay.
You big on the radio.
That's right. And you're big beg
Turn
from
it
prison,
down.
and you're
Yes,
begging
ma'am.
prison.
I've never been to prison.
You have
19
several
felonies,
times.
no convictions.
Yeah,
Knock it
yeah,
off. Prison
okay.
and jail aren't the same. No.
Okay,
No.
Calm
No.
down. Calm down.
Only one of us has $12
calm
worth
down.
of jewelry on.
Oh,
No.
No, $12.
No. That all is available.
$12,
If you
$12.
want to have Wanda's jewelry, please go to
Shay.
Citgo or Quick Trip at any point. If you buy 2 packs of Newport 100s, they will give you everything Wanda has on right now for $7.
He got her ass, didn't
he? Yeah.
He did, man. Listen, don't come for Cat Williams, man. Don't come. I love Cat Williams. Don't come for Cat Williams, man. And he got her ass, man. I don't know what she was thinking, man. What do you say?
Ratings. You know?
Maybe she was. She probably was putting.
Sometimes if you feel like, you know what, if I could poke the bear to get that money, you know, hey, then sometimes you got to give up something to get something, right?
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of Cat Williams, I sent you. They were on Instagram proposing, you know, with the producer battles and the songwriter battles.
Don't tell me comedy battle.
They had proposed a comedy battle on Instagram between Cat Williams and Kevin Hart. Who you got your money on?
Whew.
Cat Williams for me.
I don't know, man. That's tough. I think I'm gonna have to go with Cat Williams.
Yeah, Cat Williams. I think Cat Williams.
But don't underestimate Kevin Hart. Do not underestimate that guy. That guy, he can come from a funny zone. But I think, you know, off the dome, I think Cat is something serious.
Cat will get him. You know, Kevin works good with a team, but this if you just going online unplanned, you know, just off the rip, man, Cat Williams would eat him alive, man. We want your comments on this. A roast battle between.
Are you gonna have the heart? You gonna have his heart people call it in, or you from Heartbeat? They're gonna be like, what?
Well, you know what? Hey, listen, we are up and coming podcast, so we would welcome.
They're gonna be like, Little John yourself now.
You are so crazy, but no, my money would be on Cat Williams. Kevin Hart, I love you to death, man. I love all your movies, man. But Cat Williams will roast that ass.
What?
Moving right along. You know what? I got some entertainment news. You know, getting off of all the coronavirus stuff. I came across an article that what's her name? Bruce Jenner's wife, Kylie Jenner's mom. God, hold on. Let me do my due diligence. Let me see here. Let me find the story. Okay, it says Kris Jenner orders Travis Scott to propose to Kylie Jenner and make it official. Now, if you guys don't know, Kylie Jenner, I want to give you some backstory. If you guys don't know, Kylie Jenner is Kim Kardashian's little sister. And if you guys didn't know, her net worth is $1 billion with a B. B. $1 billion. And what happened was a makeup company wanted to attach one of the Kardashian sisters' name to their product, and they attached Kylie, and it resulted in her becoming a billionaire. So that makeup line has blew up, and she dates Travis Scott on and off, and so Kris Jenner, her mom, is urging him to propose to her. Q. She's worth $1 billion. Would you have a problem proposing to her?
Why do you like to pose your questions like that to me? Okay, listen. Because listen, I remember. Do you remember David Jetson?
Yes, baseball player. Baseball player. For the Atlanta Braves.
So he was dating Halle Berry at one point in time.
Yep, I remember.
And during the relationship, whatever happened, he dumped her. And I remember how she was really hot at that time. I think she was coming around a little bit after Boomerang, a little bit, you know. So people was like slamming him, like, man, how could you leave Holly Berry? She's like every man's fantasy. And I remember him saying, I can understand the average person saying that. But in my status and who I am, I can have 5 types of Holly Berry. Arrogant, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was.
Arrogant.
But having the hottest chick and having a chick that's worth $1 billion, that's 2 different categories, dog.
No, it's all in the same.
It all
depends on the individual, Trav.
Well, let me say this.
There are some people. Go ahead.
Let me say this. Okay, now taking the both situations, you could always find you can always find another pretty girl, but you cannot always find another girl that's a billionaire. I'm not saying marry her for the money, but if you guys back and forth in a relationship, it lead me to believe that you feeling her, and you don't mind being with her. So, myself, I would lock her up. I mean, the $1 billion doesn't hurt. But if we,
well, how come Ed has never been able to lock up Oprah? Ooh,
because
and you know what her net worth is, right?
Well, because but that's an opposite situation. That's he's not a because he's not a billionaire. He's not a billionaire, and
Travis Scott isn't.
No, he's not. But well, this is coming down.
I mean, if you're talking status, and you're talking money and all that. What I'm saying is both scenarios, although they're Oprah and them are older, but she's been with him for a long time as well. But what I'm saying is, what's wrong with with Travis being Stedman and the Oprah being, what's wrong with them being what they would? If it's working for them and what they're doing, who is me or you or the mom to tell them that he needs to marry her? If she's happy with the arrangement, so what? So be it.
Well, what this
is that not another way to look at it?
Yeah, it is. And you know what? The concern is coming from the mom. So this isn't, the article didn't get into how Kylie feels, but I just thought it was a great topic for the show to have an opinion about it. And me personally, like I mean, if I'm going back and forth with the girl, if sometime we on, sometime we off, and they are young. I think Kylie is only like 21 years old, and Travis is maybe like 25, 26. So, maybe
there was a poll that was done not too long ago about the millennials, more so, not around us, but the millennials and what their views and how they prioritize marriages and how they see things versus, how we were raised and things of that matter. And be honest with you, man, it didn't poll too well. So the whole thought process of people saying, "Hey, I want to be with somebody," and why should a piece of paper basically prove to you who I am, and vice versa, or a ring? Because some people see them as just symbols, this symbol. Right. Now,
I'm not.
I am a proponent. Let me make this clarification because I don't want my viewers to think that I don't believe in the institution of marriage. I do, but what I'm saying is that just because some people may not see it the way we see it, that doesn't necessarily make them wrong, because it's happiness at the end of the day. If they're happy with their arrangement, and we don't know, but we're assuming that they're okay with how they're doing, and as long as they're happy with it, who am I to stand in the middle of that? That's all I'm saying.
Well, me personally, dog, I'm marrying a billionaire. I'm marrying a billionaire.
Straight to the point, ain't you?
No, straight to the point. I'm marrying a billionaire. I don't care if we.
Now, for the record, I'm with you. I'm looking her up too. But I'm just saying that that's the thought process of what people be. But just ponder on this, though, Trav. Even if he does that, he commits to her, and he marries her. What if he's not happy?
Well,
does the marriage, does the money and all of that, is that
for
should that be the tipping point to you being happy?
For $1 billion, I can't see unhappiness.
You're just looking at it from a monetary standpoint.
She got $1 billion, dog. I'm happy. Trust me. Hey, we would love to hear what you think about.
You say you're happy.
Yes, I'm happy.
You're happy.
I'm happy. Listen. I'll make it work. For a B, I'll make it work. Hey, we want to know.
You know what you sound like? You know what you sound like?
Who?
Remember in Harlem Nights? I never remember when the guy he calls. He says, "Put your mom on the phone."
Yeah, I ain't never coming home. Exactly. Listen, for a B, I ain't never coming home. For $1 billion, I ain't. Listen. You can have my password to my phone. You can have all my passcodes for a B, for real. Listen, we would love to hear what you think about this. Should Travis Scott propose to Kylie Jenner, who just happens to be a billionaire? So we would love to hear your comments in the post down there. Please post what you think about it.
Do you think, because, back then they used to have shotgun weddings and things of that matter. And she's sort of kind of leaning towards that way. In a sense, she's not literally holding a gun to his head, but figuratively speaking, do you think shotgun weddings exist today? And if they did, versus back then, do you think they would have the same impact?
Nah. People too crazy nowadays, man. You you'll pull a gun on the dude to marry his daughter, and the dude will pull a gun right back on you, man. So nah. Shotguns weddings would not millennial. We were just talking about millennials. No, shotgun weddings would not work with millennials, man. They will shoot your ass before you get a chance to pull out the shotgun on them. So. Okay, moving right along. You know what? I actually got one more sound bite. I don't believe I sent you the sound bite. I don't think I sent you anything on this. Tiger King, Joe Exotic, he is back in the news.
Oh my God!
A sound bite, some video surfaced of him having an opinion about the N-word. This is what he had to say. Okay.
Woo! In this country, it's absolutely pathetic. I can't say the N-word, but you can get on YouTube and watch any black man's rap video, and they're calling each other the N-word. What the hell is this discrimination? I'm white. I can't say the N-word, and they can't. And the reason
you got a problem. You got a problem with him saying that? I don't. I mean, we already knew that. So, you got a problem with him saying that?
Nah, not really.
Yeah.
But like I said, I mean, when you travel in the packs that we travel, there's always going to be somebody who's going to have an opposite view of that, But I mean, no. I'm going to be you in this instance and say no, I don't.
Yeah.
But I can see why people would have an issue with that.
You know what? I didn't notice anybody online that was outraged with it. No one really came out outraged about what he said. Look at
the person, though.
Yeah,
it's not like,
right.
Look at it doesn't fall too far from the tree. Look at him. Look how he's been portrayed. So him saying that, you look at it, you be like, oh, I'm not surprised he would say that. That's just me. That's my first.
It's nothing. It's nothing that we haven't heard before. So I guess that's why no one's outraged about it. But I just think that Joe Exotic. If you guys took a look at the Tiger King documentary on Netflix, he thought everything was good TV. He thought everything was good TV, but this particular clip it didn't make the Netflix. It didn't make the documentary on Netflix. So I'm wondering why this was excluded from the docuseries on Netflix. But anyway, I don't care. I mean, it's something.
Well, maybe because. And I don't know, once again, but maybe because he's got a lot of people in the African American community who supports him and his cause, and they thought that if this was to come out, maybe this could, everything's about marketing. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's like, oh, is that too left? Is that too right? Is he too conservative? And if you're specifically targeting a certain base or whatever, and that may be too inflammatory. Oh, I think he's rocking the boat on that subject matter.
Right.
Oh, we need him to be matter of factual. So we don't know what the thought process with them cutting that out. But back to the premise of what you were saying. I don't see it a big deal.
Yeah,
I'm in my Sunshine Anderson voice heard it all before.
Right. Yeah, I just think that it's a situation. Whoever put it out, probably had a problem with him, and or they could be siding with Carol Baskins, who Joe Exotic believe killed her husband. And the sheriff's department has actually reopened the case, and they're diving into it. So whoever released the video probably had a problem with him and thought maybe it would kind of drag him a little bit. And but I don't think it did. Didn't seem like the black community was in an uproar about it. So
do you know when it was released? Was it released today?
It just got probably in the last couple of days it got released. I'm gonna say maybe yesterday it got released. And
let's give it to Monday. Let's see if some people decide that they want to give it some energy by Monday, then we'll revisit the topic by then. But at this present, juncture, I don't see too much.
Yeah,
I just think when it comes with it's bigger things to be spouting off about at this.
Exactly, I agree. Actually, I don't think it's going to catch any steam because I seen all the major social media. Like the Shade Room, the Breakfast Club, Willie D, D.L. Hughley. It actually, I seen it on all of those websites and all those Instagrams. I seen them on all those outlets, and they were pretty cavalier about it. Like, it ain't nothing we haven't heard before. So,
I sent you one where. Speaking of D.L. Hughley, about the black guy who started whooping the white guy because he was walking around with his underwear with his penis out.
Was it a video? Was it a video on it?
Yes.
Oh,
we got to talk about that.
You know what? I'm gonna have to put that on tomorrow's show because I seen what you sent, but I didn't get the video. I didn't get the connection. From now on,
right.
In the comments, when you send stuff like that, kind of set me up for it. Like I remember how I set you up on a couple things. Set me up for those, and then I'll make sure I grab those. Okay, I got some good news for the people that want a stimulus check and they owe back taxes. So I would say over the last 2 years, if you found yourself owing the government, they still are going to give you a stimulus check. So let me read this. It says, I went on, actually I was checking on this specific situation for someone, and I wanted to know if the people that owed taxes or had to pay the government, would they still receive a stimulus check? And I came across this. It says, will a person who owes back taxes receive any money? It said, if you meet the income guidelines, tax experts say the IRS will still issue you a stimulus check, even if you owe back taxes. So for all you people who had to pay the IRS, they're still going to give you a stimulus check. So a blessing for you guys in disguise. So what do you think, man? Do you owe
I think it's a boomerang.
How much do you owe? You seem like a person that owes taxes.
What?
You seem like a person that owe back taxes. How much do you owe?
Well, you think highly of me, don't you? I just think, what I think of it is in the grand scheme of things, I think it's a boomerang. I think once they give you the money, eventually they know it's going to come back to them in some capacity. So, I think it's something, you look at it as a bigger fish to fry scenario. Popularity, just send them the money. But we know individually we'll have a conversation with that person and they're going to have to give us the money back. So,
well, right now it's not a loan. Right now it's not a loan, but right now it's not a loan. And all indicators point to us not having to pay it back. But like you said, they'll probably always find a way to get it back. We want to know your opinion.
He he also did the deferment program last week that he signed. It's supposed to actually commence tomorrow, where you have an opportunity to reach out to all individual your creditors, whoever you deal with, from student loan, credit cards, et cetera, and there is a deferment program due to the coronavirus right now. They're offering that basically it's two caveats, though, Trav, that people need to know. It's one, you have to ask for to be penalty free. Penalty and free basically says, I'll take the deferred program, but I don't want you to penalize me with any type of surcharges, et cetera, et cetera. So, but all your creditors are done, they do everything individually, so that doesn't mean that everybody has to follow the same guidelines. So, to simplify what we're saying is this: reach out to your people and see what programs that they are offering right now to help people who are in any type of destitute situation, and talk with them and see what they can do to help you so you can get through these times like everybody else.
Did you see the letter that D.L. Hughley posted? Some landlord in New York sent a letter to his tenants letting them know that
I
they
sent that to you.
Yeah, that they didn't have to pay rent for the next 4 months. Their next rent is due September 1st. He sent the letter to all his tenants of all his properties, saying that you guys don't have to worry about your family, worry about being safe, and rent is not due for the next 4 months. You lucky guys. What do you guys think about that? I got two things for you guys that I want you guys' opinion on. I want you to, should people that owe back taxes, should they get a stimulus check? I want to know your opinion on that. And what do you think about the landlord not having his tenants pay rent for 4 months? I want your opinion on that. So talk on that, speak on, and comment in the post below on your opinion on both of those. Should people that owe back,
he's gonna raise his profile. People will be like, I want to go live.
Exactly.
Go leave his tenant now.
Yeah, I know everybody's saying, why my landlord ain't doing that? Listen, listen, if you live in an apartment building, all of y'all get together and send him a letter. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Right.
Send him a letter, man. So
I could see all the owners, the apartment owners calling that guy. Hey man, what are you doing? You good cold. We're supposed to be on this together. Now you're making us look bad.
Right, exactly. Okay, one more thing. We're about to get out of here. One more thing I got for you guys. Tory Lanez, he's been doing something called Quarantine Radio on his Instagram, and it's been pulling in huge numbers, man. And he already had, and what it is, the record was for most viewers tuned in at one time. And I believe that Taylor Swift had the record, and then D Nice broke the record the other day, and then Tory Lanez had been doing a quarantine radio where he had celebrities come on his Instagram FaceTiming. Okay, that music is kind of loud. Okay, and then and when he had Drake on, and when Drake came on, they went to like 310,000 views at one time, and it broke the Instagram record for most views on one live at one time. So what do you think about that? Is that important? Does that make a difference? Does it move you one way or the other?
Yes, it does.
What do you think?
I think it's nice. I think it's dope.
Oh yeah, shout out to Tory Lanez and Drake, man. So I've been catching some of it. Looked like they was having a good time. So shout out to Tory Lanez and Drake. I love both of the guys. So any last words? We're about to wrap it up. Any last words?
First of all, I want to say I enjoyed myself immensely today. Sorry for those who didn't get a chance to hear me. We're definitely are aiming towards the right direction of getting things better. You know, in anything that you do when you're starting things out, there's going to be some type of setbacks, but we want to say thank you to everybody who's still supporting us and continue to support us and spread the word and let everybody know that the Big Trav and Q Short, we are here to stay. We're going to be doing a lot of great stuff, for the latter half of, 2020, going all the way into 2021. So we're going to be a mainstay. We want to say thank you to everybody. And don't forget, Trav, give all our, they can reach us on all our Instagram pages, all our Twitter pages, and YouTube accounts, etc. So go ahead.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you guys, it's really been going well. And like he said, with anything, you're going to have setbacks to come up, so, the
good thing about us, Trav, is that we own our stuff. We're not going to make it more than what it is. Hey, you made a mistake. Things happen, but just keep sticking with us, y'all. We're going to keep giving you guys great content. We got some great interviews that are going to be coming up down the line. So just stick it out with us.
Yeah, exactly. And once again, like I said, you can hit us on Big Trav and Q Show on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, or you can hit me, either me or Q, on our Facebook pages. If you got ideas for the show, if you got topics you want us to bring up, please comment in the live post below or on any of our social medias. And until tomorrow,
it's the Big Trav and Q Show. What they waiting for? Just another damn podcast. Now let's go. Go.